Welcome and welcome to the show. I am your host, Joey Wobbs. That is Mr. Link, and welcome to Wabbslink episode. I think we're on 16, episode 16.
Episode 16.
So, Link, this week, we both dropped points. We both had a rough week, to say the least.
I've had a great day. I don't know what you're
I
talking
mean,
about.
today is a different story. We could talk a little bit about today. And we could talk a little bit. And
Let's talk about us.
We're gonna really hit these games pretty quickly. The ones that we played today this week, I think. And then we're gonna get really into like transfer links.
Yeah.
And kind of get really in depth with that because the January window is here, and your boy is a specialist. So, when it comes to the transfer window, I hit, bro. When I say something, I normally don't say it for no reason. And it's funny that people who come to this channel that leave comments afterwards, they're like, "Oh, this guy actually knows what the fuck he's talking about." So it's fun. That shit's been nice. And I appreciate everybody on the watch back. I know there's not too many people watching right now just because of I'm sure everybody's just in the middle of Arsenal's debauchery and all of their fan base, but that's fine. I appreciate everybody that watches us on the watch back and leaves comments. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you're getting involved with us and the bigger and make sure you're just like, if you have a chance to share this show on your Twitter. Let other people know that we're having good conversations about football. But Link, I'm gonna go quickly, okay? Because I want to leave more time for you this week to let you talk about your game.
Let's do it.
Our game realistically should have been over in the first half. Okay. Once again, our striker decides to not finish his chances. He had a wide open net on a flick off to Neto. Mind you, it is a tougher shot to make, but a striker of his quality should be making it with a wide open net. Okay, and that's just point blank and simple. We let them creep back into the game. Every football team in this league will have opportunities in every game. There's never going to be a time, and even you as a Liverpool, whose defense is much better than ours, you're going to let opportunities. Like there is going to be opportunities that are going to every team will have them. If you don't capitalize on the opportunities you have to separate yourself from the teams that you're playing in this league, you will get draws, plain and simple. And for us in this game, we didn't capitalize on our opportunities in the first half. I thought Enzo Maresca coached that first half very well. Second half, don't know what happened. Decides not to make subs. But the subs are starting to make more sense on why he's not making them, because the people that we would expect to come on, outside of Felix, of course, I would say, everyone outside of Felix is pretty much getting sold. So we'll have a conversation on that as well. Link, you had a game. And I'm gonna have this more of like I'm gonna let you go, but I'm gonna ask some questions about it yourself because I don't think it was I think it was just kind of a one-off situation for you guys, but I also think that there is some signs of some worrying situations behind it. But go ahead, man. Tell me what you thought about the game. What happened?
Well, going into the game, what did I say? Like 3-1, 4-1. And I was wrong, plainly stated. But I always had reservations in my predictions just because it's Man United. And there's just something in the air about that game, regardless of what's going on. It's never what we think it is, whether it's a blowout or a stinky draw. You can't really predict.
It's a derby, bro.
It's the derby, you know. So yeah,
I
so
think you guys probably had the most people watching that game this week, even though of the year, probably,
especially because Liverpool City wasn't the game it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to the game. Similar to yours, we had chances in the beginning of the game and throughout the game that we just didn't take. you can look at a lot of scenarios in the game from both like two sides of a coin where you can say it's great that we kicked into gear after the goal and we showed fight and all that, resurgence to not lose. But, there are some problems
I mean,
where,
he nearly did at the end too. I don't know
yeah,
if he was on sides or not, but like he
he was
nearly did
off.
at the end.
Yeah, but so there's that. So you can take positives in that, but the negatives are some of the questions that we had at the beginning of the year are back again. And that's with slow starts, which can be seen as us either not taking the team we're playing seriously or fatigue or whatever the explanation is for it, it is a problem. Or it could be. I shouldn't say it is. It could be a problem. And the fears with our wingbacks, that is becoming more evident by the week. And it's not like it's a new thing. I just think as the season goes on, you have more preparation time in certain scenarios, and you have more tape on our defense this year and what we're going to do. And also, you see better wingers that we're coming against. And I say better, but that wouldn't even apply in this game because Dalot isn't this world class winger. Dalot
Wing,
is a wing back in and out of a form. You know, the week before, Man U fans were, ripping him a new one, saying, "Get out of my club." And now he looks like a world beater that should be starting for Portugal every week. You know,
mm.
like just from
Was
that
that
game,
was it? Let me ask you this: was it Dalot or was it the man guarding Dalot?
that's my point. You're right. That question it's rhetorical because the answer is so obvious. Like I don't want to just get into that, and I'll talk about it in a second. But you think it's their wing backs together. Like as much as Robertson tries hard, he's got the soul of the club and all that. Like he is a liability. The problem is that Trent wasn't. The problem that we have now is that Trent wasn't doing what he's known for doing at the beginning of the season. But now you're seeing that creep back in. So if we
Bro,
have a problem on the left
that
side,
felt more of like a lack of effort than
that's
any.
but that's Trent's defense in its entirety. That's Trent in a nutshell in defense. You can't if you're being honest and objective about Trent, more often than not, you can't say he does bad defending because he doesn't put enough effort to actually trying to defend. Trent like
That
Trent
I don't know
doesn't
if I saw
Trent,
that from him, bro. That felt like a little bit different. There's times where he like switches off, and that's something where I see a lot of the times. But that first goal, that first goal, the way that Bruno just walked by him, it
but
was like
that's something we've seen last year when we had our bad run under Klopp and the year prior when we were trying to figure out our form again.
that
Like
type of
those
energy levels.
Yes, with that type of walking where
Man,
it's dejection and acceptance. We've seen that before. Was it more profile this time? Yes, but Liverpool fans have seen that before. That's kind of what you're hearing from other creators and people. Like this isn't a new trend we're seeing. It's just it was the worst time to see that trend,
oh yeah, I feel you. Yeah, that was. I
right?
mean, it was the most high profile time to see Trent. That Trent.
All the transfer stuff, the contract, where we were, the narrative going into the game and what it could mean. It was the worst time to put on that performance. And so, to your credit, you can only ask the questions you're asking. Yeah, like
Yeah, I mean,
you can't avoid those questions
I
because
also
of
have
the
some other
timing.
questions though. I do have some other questions.
Yeah, go ahead. Shoot them away. I'm full of
I
answers.
I I felt like I saw the midfield be exposed a bit, and it wasn't from the final third, but it was the middle third in the first third, or of Manchester United's, right? Like that's what I'm talking about. When they had the ball, it felt like it was easy for them to bypass your front three and whoever that fourth roaming presser was, because that's necessarily what it was. It could have been McAllister, it could have been
Curtis could have been Gravenberch,
Curtis,
whoever
could have been
rotates into
Gravenberch,
that
but
spot.
it's your fourth
Yeah,
roaming presser in the front line.
yeah,
It felt like you guys always were out of position. And I don't know if that was
yes.
a sense of the back five being an issue, with it being a 7-versus-6 press man, which if it was that, then you have other issues to worry about, which I think it's something that's a little bit easier to fix in the sense of, and I think he kind of did fix it in the middle of the game, if you want my honest opinion. Right after the goal, really, he brought the second man presser to man mark one of their midfielders. And I'm pretty sure it was Mino, the specific person that he went to man mark, because after that first goal, you guys did kind of contain them in their half, and like that's how your first goal came about, was you guys were capable of containing them. It just feels like a lack of bodies. Do you see what I'm saying? Like even with your midfield options at this current moment with Szoboszlai, right? Like if there's one injury, it feels like there's a lack of bodies that can play those types of pressing roles up front. And I'm supposed to believe Harvey Elliott is that person. And like if he is, good. But I just don't think he is. Okay. I think he's like probably one of your players that you want to get pure profit from and move on from eventually. Like that's just my honest opinion about
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that, but I hear what you're saying.
That's my honest opinion about Harvey Elliott, just as of right now, because as of like attacking options that you do have, he's almost not an unnecessary player. Like in a sense of, also, I look at your setup and I don't think Cherky will work. That's the other thing. Like I especially in the inside positions. Because the way that he's making these players, like the type of pressing that these players have in these areas is not something Cherky does. Like it is just not. He is more.
You have to play on the right. Cherky would have to play on the right for us.
He would have to play him on the right if that's the case. But I'm just saying, like when I watched that, I was like, maybe there are certain games that you'd be able to play him, but the way that he plays, Szoboszlai is gonna take that spot from him every time, no matter how fucking technical he is. Like that's just what it is. And the amount of rounds
I've been saying that since
during the game, right? Like the amount, like that game probably ends 3-1 if Szoboszlai's on the pitch.
100%.
That's just where they like the type of pressing that he does, and is the only reason is the main reason why you guys win the ball up so high with the type of defenders that you have sitting back. Like amount of bodies you have sitting back is because Szoboszlai covers so much space in the 10 area.
Our team, even though we're changing our style, our defending is still not. I won't say our defending. The core DNA of people and their defensive like decisions is front-footed defending. So like even if our midfield is great at interceptions and tackles, it's front-footed stuff. They're going towards the ball. It's interceptions that start attacks with Gravenberch. McAllister's winning back a 50-50 from like a scrum or from another counter-pressing situation. It's not let's sit here, let's wait for a team, absorb pressure, and then take the ball. That only happens when we have Szoboszlai. We can lure teams into having possession.
Like
only when we have that runner with it.
I must say though, like because there was a part of the game that I wanted to watch back, and it was actually right after the first goal. Is I went and I watched like the 20 minutes of between the first goal that Manchester United scored all the way till like 10 minutes after your second goal. Like I watched that specific spot because it was where I wanted to see your traps, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to see how you trap the 5. And because it was really interesting to me because I was watching it. And I'm sitting there watching Mazraoui because obviously like I played both. I played fullback. I played a lot of fullback. I played wing back. Like that's like me. Like that's the Amarin system. I am that left wing back. Like I am what Dalot is, except I'm left footed. Like so like I'm watching it and I'm saying, is is how are they stopping this guy from getting forward? They're getting it done they're getting it done on the right side. So how do they not get it done on the left side? And I was really just trying to see what man was pressed and what midfielder came over. And as soon as I saw what the difference was between the first when you got scored on in the first goal and then the second goal, like the difference in the press, it was literally you went from like almost a pivot in the defense. You went from like a pivot in the defense to a three in a blown sticks.
Yeah, yeah.
In the press, and then those two pivot sixes were stuck, and the only place the ball could go was inside. But instead of going inside, he tried to go down the line, and it was one down the line to Gakpo. Gakpo chops the fuck out of Delit. Like I don't know what.
Yeah, sent into another universe.
By the way, what is Delit thinking there, bro?
I don't know. Like Gakpo doesn't want to put it on his right. Everyone in the world knows he's putting it on his right.
Everybody in the world knows he needs to get on his right foot. You leave him on the left foot, bro.
Yeah, take your chances. Take your chances.
With his left foot, bro. Where is he going, anyways? With his left foot, he has his left foot, and the ball is on the fucking line. Where is he going? The only place he's going is chopping. The only place. And what does your bozo head do? You freaking start sliding down the line. Bro, if he stayed on his feet, goal doesn't happen. I'm telling you, goal doesn't happen.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%.
Goal doesn't happen. Then he's up there having high fives with the ball.
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, why is your hand up there?
Why are you high-fiving the ball, son?
Why is your hand up there?
High-fives for after the game when you win. Not when you fucking in the box with your hand like this. And how do you fight that? How do you even I don't know how the fucking referee was just waved it off at first. I'm sitting there like, bro, that's a penalty. I could have told you that from him. It took them 5 minutes to figure out they had to call him to say, hey, you missed one. Like, what are we doing? You didn't see the ball go? What were you looking at when the ball was kicked? I want to know what the fuck you were looking at when the ball was kicked. Please, can someone tell me that? What were you looking at? Where?
A defender, I guess, or an attacker.
You're looking at your watch? What were you looking at? The only thing you should be looking at is the fucking ball. What were you looking at? It took him 5 minutes to get the fucking to get called. He had to get called, bro. They played on. They were on the other side of the field.
Yeah, they were. They were at the corner flag.
And he was like, "No, we gotta stop this." And he was like, "Yeah, oh wait, I need to go look at the screen."
Oh, okay, I guess.
Come on, what are we doing here? These referees, bro. I'm just
They're
like,
something else,
bro.
Literally.
Blind men should referee these games because they do a goddamn better job sometimes, I feel like. And whoever's up in VAR, the fuck are we doing?
What is VAR there for? What is VAR there?
What are we doing? It took you 5 minutes to figure out it was a pen. I'm sitting there in front of this goddamn screen saying, that's definitely a penalty. Right when it was kicked. Because I throw his hand like this.
Yeah, it's like, oh, why is your hand up there? It's that simple.
Everyone went up in arms, and his hand was up like this when the ball was kicked. It's a pen. Just be like, I think it's a pen. Can you make sure it's a pen? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's what I want, the communication.
Yeah.
I want the communication. Because he's like, nah, I'm good. Yeah, man. But even like, that is
probably a true point. This is probably a true point.
Probably. They do have a product to put on.
This is probably a true point, bro. All right.
But yeah,
You have
so
anything else
it's
to say about the game?
yeah. So like the switch from a one to a two, that is one of our like bigger like tweaks that we'll make in game. And then also if he lets the right back invert or not. Um, but
Well, yeah,
that right?
that's how he just adds men to the midfield.
Yeah.
So
But
like
so
it'll start off right.
mhm,
It will start off as a triangle with the top with a point, right? And then it'll turn
yeah,
into a triangle with the point at the bottom, and then it'll turn into a rectangle.
yeah, if needed.
Yeah, I
Um,
never seen you guys switch to a diamond, which would be really interesting if you guys did ever do that because it would work. I think better for everybody like involved in the team. Like if you moved, I'm just saying, just
go
like
ahead.
for a second. If you move Trent, if you move a McAllister to the left hand side, okay, in a more 8 role where he can get
Yeah,
up, and he can get up and honestly, if he went into the game into a diamond and he had the invert, the only problem you'd have would be still be the wing back, but like the wing
ex
back was going to be it seemed to be a problem regardless, right? Like it
yeah.
was going to
So,
be
but that's yeah, it
regardless,
is a problem.
it was going to be a problem based on the way you guys were playing. And it wasn't like Salah was doing anything to help him either, right?
No,
Like
Salah didn't play
that's the
well.
biggest thing. That's the biggest thing, bro. Is like he's just that's the one thing, and that's okay because Aiden was the same way. But like you can't rely on him defensively. Like you can't give him a
No,
defensive
well, but
responsibility.
yeah,
The
no,
way,
he'll
like,
get back.
just for instance, just for an example, the way when we just played Fulham, the way that Neto
Mhm.
had to guard Anthony Robinson,
Yeah.
Salah would never be able to do that shit.
No, because that would be wasting his legs for our attacks. No, I
Yeah,
get
like
that. At this point, it just doesn't make sense for him to be doing that. He'll get back on his own if he really feels like he needs to, but I don't
I
think there's a tactical instruction that says
I
you need to
dead
get
ass
back.
don't think you need a Trent type player. It's just him being Trent.
That's the thing.
Even
It,
him being Trent it is the reason why. Like you do.
it's yes, he's an X factor and he's the icing on the cake because if
Yeah,
our
he is
tactics aren't working,
X
we can
factor
play one ball.
thing to involve him. But the reason why I think a player like whatever I forget the kid's name,
Bradley.
Bradley. The reason why the kid Bradley works and he works in situation it works is because realistically you don't need that type of player of Trent. You need somebody who can just
Yeah,
defend that wide area really well. And
you
like
need
a
someone
player like
defend the
Bradley,
wide area.
yeah, a player like Bradley just does that, right? Like
And but it's more than just that. I don't want to take away from Trent and I don't want to hype up Bradley as, oh, we'll be okay. Because we'll be
no,
missing
no,
some
no.
stuff. But the
I'm not.
basis of it is that the tactics don't necessarily rely on someone that's able to play a line splitting ball from our right back position over and over again for us to create chances routinely. What Bradley does is that he brings our base level of effort up defensively. And it's the fact that he isn't Trent that he will start to take more defensive positions, or at least the idea is that.
Mhm.
So instead of us having someone that's inclined to be on the ball, inclined to move forward, inclined to create, because that's what he's done for 7 years, we have someone that's trying to earn his place in the
I
spot
think that
side,
might irk him
will
a bit.
do what's required tactically. What?
I think that might irk him a bit. I'm not gonna front. Like
Who?
as a fullback, right? If my responsibility was, but like before, to be more of a wingback and to be a creator and get up the field and get into the midfield and be a presser in the midfield in certain areas, which I know Trent really isn't that, but that's what I would do. If my coach just told me in the next 5 games you're playing fullback, like fullback, don't move.
You're right. You're right. That plays into it. You're 100% right. Where
Like
it's like Trent could feel emasculated by the whole situation. Where it's like,
yeah,
okay, so everyone tells me I'm the best passer since
I'm
David Beckham.
the best right back in the world, and you're just making me do this. Is like
Yeah, I'm the best right back in the world for going forward, and now you're telling me I need to play defense,
just that.
just defense.
That's what I need you. That's what the manager needs me to do is just play defense.
And it's like
I
if
don't
there is
necessarily need. I'm not even really a big part of what's going on in the creation.
exactly, and so if there isn't ego, if there isn't arrogance, you can say every game that Trent doesn't have an assist or like a key pass that gets lauded on, he's upset at himself. And then Arnie Slot's like, you played well. You didn't get beat that many times. You
Yeah.
did this in your duels, and we can
Change
work
your
on
name.
this.
You did.
Yeah.
You won your duels.
Yeah, exactly. You won your duels. We have some positioning to work on, but you played well. And it's
Mhm.
nothing about the bad passes. Right? You could see a situation like that. I'm not saying Trent's like that, but like that could be a scenario that's happening. Every game we don't give you a world class assist from Trent, it could be irking him. You're right.
All right. Let's get into the transfer topic.
Take over, boss man.
Your boy. I'll go first because obviously this is a Chelsea channel, and I didn't really speak about Chelsea's fucking draw against Palace that much because I'm just at this point, if he doesn't find a way to fix it, like it's on him, like on some real shit. Like
You're just some chill guys.
Nico Jackson needs to start finishing his chances. If Nico Jackson finishes his chances, we win games. It's that simple. It really is that simple. If Nico Jackson scores or a striker scores, we win games. But the fact of the matter is we shouldn't just have one striker because that's what we have, and that's what the fucking problem is, in my opinion. Is like if we had another striker, right? Then Nico Jackson doesn't score for 60 minutes. You bring on somebody else, and he can has the potential to score. If Nico Jackson doesn't score for 3 games in a row, what do? Keep playing him? You just keep starting him?
Yeah.
This is what it is.
Right now it is, yeah.
That's what it is.
Because you're trying to sell him Kunku and Felix isn't a striker in your system.
Yep.
So what do you do?
Well, on that subject, Christopher and Cuckoo, as this channel has been fucking telling you guys for the last fucking 2 months, excuse my French, but I've been telling you for the last 2 months that Christopher and Cuckoo is going to PSG. As the reports today, Christopher and Cuckoo is more than likely going to PSG. Welcome to the channel, guys, because I've been telling you guys this for 2 fucking months. He's going.
I've heard that before.
He's going to PSG. I've been telling you guys this for 2 months. I've been telling everybody this for 2 months. Every channel. I go on the Lewis channel. I tell him Christopher and Cuckoo's gone. My friend, I have a friend, agent in football. I have a friend, agent in football. So not like these motherfuckers don't got group chats, bro, dude. Just saying.
Literally.
Like I'm Christopher and Cuckoo's gone. As soon as the Colomwani deal is finalized to wherever the fuck he ends up, Christopher and Cuckoo's gone. They putting a $50 million down. It'll be like 45 plus 5 is my guess. That's my guess. I didn't ask him the number. I just know that we ain't taking anything less than 50. I know that.
That's so now you get 50 for him. That's not bad.
You could go get Osimhen. Okay? If you had 50 million from Nkuku, you could get Osimhen. Don't tell me this bullshit. And then guess what came out after that? Napoli want to hijack the Cassidy deal. Oh, sorry. Don't they also want fucking Viega? Yeah, give him fucking Viega if it means getting Victor Osimhen.
Yeah.
Recall Caleb Wiley from fucking Strasbourg. Send Carney Chukwuemeka to Strasbourg. This is my big brain now. I'm doing big brain shit now.
Okay.
Send Carney to Strasbourg. You bring Caleb Wiley back because he's an actual fucking fullback that can invert that people don't know about. And he's American. So fuck you, bitch ass motherfuckers from England. All right?
Yes, sir.
Bring Caleb Wiley, right? Bring Caleb Wiley back. I know everyone's is Andre Santos, but they're not bringing Andre Santos back. He's the best midfielder in France. You're not bringing him back. You got to let him have that season, bro. He already having that season. You bring Leslie back. You sell KDH to West Ham or fucking Leicester or wherever the fuck he is going. Sell Cassidy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sell Cassidy to Napoli. Sell Viega to Napoli. Give Napoli 50 million, 60 million for Victor Osimhen, and then go buy a center back with the Disasi money. Big brain. If you don't want to get Osimhen, you go get fucking give him Delap, give him 50 million for Delap, see what they say. If they don't want 50 million for Delap, then go get the kid from Villarreal. It's that simple. You gotta get a striker. You have to get a striker. Okay? Now they talking about wingers, bro. Someone said they're gonna sell Mudryk. If this ownership group finds a way to sell Mudryk while he's suspended, yo, everyone's fucking sporting director should be questioned for the rest of their lives. If this ownership group is capable of selling Mudryk while he's suspended, bro, this ownership group should this ownership group, everyone else's ownership group should be asked questions about how their sales work. They should be asked questions because if they are capable of getting that done, bro, my head would explode. My head would explode. They're not going to get that shit done. I don't know how the fuck they get that shit done. Okay, that shit is the most crazy situation. But they talking about another winger. I'm sitting here, I need a fucking striker, and they're talking about another winger. Bro, Nico Williams' name got brought up again today. Nico.
Everyone knows that. I've seen that. He's been linked with us again.
There's a bunch of names I saw that fucking Price put in a tweet. Fucking, I saw Tell. I saw Vara. I saw, we ain't getting Vara. Stop with this bullshit. Dewey was on the list. Bro, they just bought Dewey. Dewey's on the list.
Come on. Exactly. This is the thing. This is where, anytime they have one decent link, it's all right, let's put 4 other teams in there that we know have the money to buy someone. It's so ridiculous. And, at this point, I'm starting to get to the point where I can discern between when, an agent is telling some media outlet to put his player in the fucking transfer market, bro. It's so bad.
What do you think that Mino shit was today?
Yeah, that was all agents.
That's all agent trying to get his guy some bread. Because they're now offering him probably $80K. That's what they offering him probably.
They're offering him $80K with maybe incentives.
Yep, and then they think Chelsea's gonna pay him, but Chelsea lowered their wage bill by 10x this between the last 3 years comparably. Chelsea ain't paying nobody that money, especially not no kid. They didn't even want to pay Osimhen that shit. Fuck you mean? They were gonna pay his kid $200K? Fuck that.
Yeah.
This shit is crazy, bro.
It's funny, but I bet you'll see some feelers put out for Manu. He's gonna get his money. Now, they're gonna have to pay him.
We need a defender, right? We can talk to the center back. All right, so strikers, right? Striker list for me. The striker list that it goes. You go get Victor Osimhen. Okay, I'm sick and tired of it. I'm tired of it. You go get Victor Osimhen. It's just that simple to me. It's Victor Osimhen, Delap, and then Barry from Villarreal. Barry, I like the kid. I like this Barry kid. I really do. If we end up with Barry, I'd be very happy. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be very honest, bro. Guys, it'll cost us fucking pennies. 35, 40 million at most. But I know that kid got something in him. Wherever that guy falls, as long as he doesn't get injured, he's going to be a baller, bro. This kid is...
No.
Tiriano Berry. Remember the name, bro. Tiriano Berry. If you have a chance, Tierno. Yeah, you're gonna correct a New Yorker's accent. Okay. Good luck with that.
You added in the extra syllable. You said Rano. That's all, man. Don't kill me.
So yeah, it's just this Barry kid, he has a fucking problem, bro. the touch with the height and the aerial ability. That shit, that's like, as long as you got touch, you a big dude and you got touch, you go in places, bro. It really is all it takes, because you just need to be able to move a bit and you have touch, bro. That is a problem. But
I
this
just
kid
made
is
a
agile for his size, bro. He is an
yeah.
agile kid for his size. So I say kid because he's 10 years younger than me. So I can say he's kid.
No, you can say kid.
Yeah, I could say kid because he's 10 years younger than me. But yes, at 22, like,
I just made a nasty FIFA card for him just now, so I see it.
you just put him in an Evo. I did too. I'm not
Yeah,
even when I tried it. I wasn't even gonna.
bro, he can get 97 agility and 99 strength or 93 strength.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Anyways,
but yes, so
center backs. We were laying
yeah, talk about your center backs.
back, and then we have Gahey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not opposed to Gahey as much as like most Chelsea fans are. Like, I think it actually would make sense and would work. Yeah, Barry was doing. Yeah, Barry did do the Cole Palmer celebration after he scored.
Interesting.
I'm just saying we got links with that. We bought Jackson from Villarreal, so
Yeah,
I'm sure. And they're selling. They want. They can
they
take
want
the
money.
bread. If they can get the bread in, they taking the bread, bro.
Yeah, we'll get the next
That's
one up.
Villarreal for you, and that's part of the reason why Emery eventually was like, "Yeah, I can't keep on fucking doing this shit." Like, straight up,
Much.
like, you keep on selling my best dudes. The fuck, like, you just keep on selling my best dudes. So, like, the Barry thing. Don't be surprised if we're just like secretly already in talks with that.
Right, dude, I can see that. That's so Chelsea. That's what bothers me. You guys would definitely do some shit like that.
Yeah, don't be surprised, because that's how like the Neto deal worked. We didn't know about Neto until last minute. Nico Jackson didn't know about that shit until last minute. Like,
Yeah.
some of those, as long as like I should look at who his agent is. Look, who's his agent. But some of them you just won't know until it happens. And Liverpool is a team that does that shit, I think, the best. Like, you guys barely
You find really close.
Well, it's Mike. It's Edwards. The way that Edwards moves, because it's what Edwards don't talk to nobody. You could tell.
Mm-hmm.
You could actually tell he don't talk to nobody. He barely probably talk to his own team. And he's like, this is what I'm gonna do, and then he goes and does it himself.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
It feels like Michael with that guy, because he's young too. He's a young dude.
He's like 40 something.
Well, dude, he's been doing it for fucking a decade now.
Yeah, no, he's doing his thing. Yeah,
like,
I have no.
He's been doing it for a decade.
The thing, I have no worries with Edwards. It's Hughes. It's Hughes I'm worried about.
Well, I'm gonna let you get into your whole situation with your because I would love to know more about what the links are and the players, because I saw a link for Johnny Cardoza the other day for you guys.
No way.
Yes, swear it up, Johnny Cardoza. I swear it up, straight up. So swear to God, in my life, saw Johnny Cardoza.
He's being linked with the Premier League, but I'm not sure we're gonna buy him. But Johnny's been playing well. Last time I checked,
I haven't been watching. I'd seen him in the U.S. camp. He does play well for U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not opposed to this Gahey link. I just think it's like, out of the players we're linked with, I just don't want a fucking child, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, can they be at least of age in America to be able to buy themselves their own beer? Can they play Premier League? Can they play in a big league for over 2 years? And Portugal is not a big league.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Not.
Okay. So eliminate Diamande, eliminate Arujo. Oh, Houston is 18 years old, 19 years old. Eliminate that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Those are listed 7. So the only ones is left are 6. The only ones are left is Zarbani and fucking
Gay.
But you want to know what's gonna end up happening? Because I know this fucking ownership group.
You're gonna buy Gahey, and you're gonna use the fact that you have a sell-on clause. Oh no,
Yeah.
no. Bournemouth is gonna buy Gahey.
I don't even know. I don't even know what's gonna end up happening. We might get Zarbani, right? I think Zarbani. There is a chance with Zarbani, depending on the number. But the other thing is, they already planned for Kirkes to leave, so they're not going to lose Kirkes and Zarbani. They just bought their fullback today. They signed the paperwork today for him. They just got another left back. Where I think Kirkes could be going to Liverpool, and I think he could be going to Manchester United. So now, I think I have this fucking feeling we're gonna end up with someone from Barcelona, either Ronald Araujo or Jules Koundé, one of the two. I'm telling you.
I can see that, especially because they need to make room for Ta because Flick and the German connection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. I already see it. They tell us they want 70 million, which that doesn't make any sense. Because if they want 70 million, that means they want 90 million for Gahey right now.
Right.
They're not getting they're not like these fucking guys from Palace are just not getting they're delusional, but that's okay. They can keep Gahey if that's the case. Okay. Keep Gahey, and you're gonna end up with one of Ronald Araujo or Jules Koundé. One of the two. I don't know which one I would want more. I'd probably say Jules Koundé, but he's just short. That's why they
Is he
play
6 feet? Yeah, he's not the tallest. I'll give you that.
I'm curious. I'm actually curious. Jules Koundé. He can't play center back for us. Just from what I've seen. Yeah, he's 5'11".
He'd be your right back.
Like an extra inch if he has the afro. Extra couple inches if he has the afro.
Yeah, he's 5'11".
And then Mark Gahey. Height. He's only an inch taller than him.
Gay's not the tallest. So are you trying to buy some towering center back?
I would love to, personally. That's why I would rather take Araujo, but he's just injury prone. That's the only thing. Let me go and look at this injury record, bro, because this injury record's actually crazy.
Why aren't you guys trying to get tough?
I wanted Ronald Araujo, bro. It's actually a bit like it's actually someone I've actually always wanted. Because I think he's very comparable to Rudiger in the sense that like Rudiger had a like an injury history, and he had like a little bit of a bozo gene, but he was fast, and he was fast, and he was strong, and he was capable of recovering his own situation.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it's not harsh to say, bro. I think he has a bozo gene. But to be honest, it's not like a bozo gene of like a passing bozo gene, like the Sassi, for instance, is that he just gets cooked sometimes. That's just what it is. Like sometimes he just gets cooked. But if you have him in the wide area, he's actually really good. Like he defends wide areas really well. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like you see what I'm saying? I gets it. Is he defends these wide areas really well. when he plays when he defended normally like with Xavi, he defended Vinny one-on-one in a lot of the games, and he did really well defending Vinny. So yeah, it's just like it's a foul. This is what it. He's just over aggressive, but I feel like that's coachable, bro. It's not like he's not like super old. Been like he's won a title. He's already won a title like in Spain. He's kind of been phased out of his team, and was the captain of this team at one point. So it's like but this is the issue. Like in theory, with all that what I just said, he's a perfect fit in my opinion. Like an actual fit is Araujo. Like I height, the height, he's like 6'5". The age range, he's 25. The actually can play right back on top of playing like, and with Barcelona's like money problems, this 55 number is probably 50, 40, 45.
Yeah.
Somewhere around that. So in terms of like stylistically, profile wise, like what we need as a football team, perfect. Okay. It's aggressive, strong, quick, but here's where it hurts. It's pages.
Jesus.
It's pages. He has page 2. I know it's only one long, but he has page 2. But let's look at him quick. Let's look at this quick, right? Ankle, muscle, muscle, hamstring, hand we can move. Not a big deal. Calf, concussion, tear, calf, muscle, hamstring. Recently hamstring. This year. No. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, get away from that guy.
It's just the injuries. It's just like we're just buying another Fofana.
Yeah, and that's what you're trying to get away
from. But
from.
we need a Fofana that's just not injured. That's what we need. Because when we had Fofana, we were all right.
But the key, what you said, is not injured.
Yeah, that's not injured all the time. That's the only issue with this. But otherwise, he would be perfect. Quality-wise, he'd be perfect. He is a warrior, though, this guy. He is a fucking warrior. I love this. I just like the energy at center back that we would get with him. But I mean, like
when he's on the field.
Who?
If he was healthy.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, when it comes to Barcelona now, it's not necessary that he just doesn't play right now because they moved on to what's it called? What's his name? What's the kid's name? Chat. What's the Barcelona center back? The young kid.
Oh, Pau something. Pau Cabarsi.
Cabarsi. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So what you saying, CIA Mafia? What you saying then, bro? Tapsoba is a great one. It's a great one. I don't know how long it's gonna be until that fucking Leverkusen team starts getting picked apart.
Yeah, you got to see what Xabi Alonso is doing.
Yeah, like once it's a matter of when Xabi Alonso says, "Yeah, I'm going to fucking Madrid." Like that's literally what it is. When does that happen? Yeah. Where is Nkape going? Are you guys linked with him?
I feel like not strong enough, but I think that's where he would most likely go if he doesn't follow him.
I haven't seen anything about Piero. That's another one. I would love Piero if we can get him, but we have enough left-sided center backs. We just need a right-sided one.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. But if we got Piero to play left back, chef's kiss.
Yeah,
Piero in this system. Oh my God.
You'd be there is nothing like no.
It's too quiet on him, bro.
That doesn't
That's
mean
my
that. What does that mean?
because he was mentioned all throughout the summer, and I haven't heard. Do you see anything about a new contract?
Yeah, I mean,
Nothing.
Mafia. I was begging for him during the summer. I was begging for us to go get him during the summer. I was begging. You heard Forrest wanted Stupinian. Okay, cool. That's actually a good late. That's actually good for them because then they could play. He could play in their back five.
Yeah,
And that's the opposite side to Ola. Then they actually got a serious fullback combo.
Yeah, dude, Ola's nice.
And Ola's cooking right now. Son. He is cooking. I love watching Ola Aina play right now. He is cooking, bro. He is cooking. Bro, we could just anybody thinking they're getting anybody from Forest right now. Nobody's getting anybody from Forest, bro.
No one's leaving Forest.
No
Forest is a prestigious club.
They have a chance to have a Leicester type season, bro. They are not fucking letting anyone go. They see Leicester type season in their fucking eyes right now. That's what they see in their eyes right now.
Well, let's see.
They see if they have the chance, they're the team that's going to take over if Liverpool drops. Not anybody else. They are. Because they look like their most consistent goal-scoring team right now, actually, out of all the teams that are in the top four. Outside of maybe Newcastle. But Newcastle is a bit further behind you guys. Like a bit further. I think they're like 8 points behind you guys.
They're the hottest team in the league, though. Or in England, I should say.
They are the hottest team in the league. But they are one injury away from catastrophe. You know that.
Yeah, that's Newcastle every year, though.
Newcastle in a nutshell. They are one injury away from absolute catastrophe. If that boy up top or him, it's really just if that boy up top gets injured, they are fucked. It's the same situation with us. If Nico gets injured, we're fucked. It's the same. But here's the thing, right? Isak had his dry spell early in the season, but nobody was talking about it.
Nope, he went 8 games.
Nobody was talking about it. 8 games in a row, didn't score.
Yeah, but now he's the best striker.
Nobody was talking about it. Now he's the best striker in the world. You see? No, but nobody was talking about it, bro. Nobody. But all right, Link. What are we saying? We got like 10 minutes left, and we're gonna close this thing out. What are we saying about
people think I'm pressed about the whole Trent thing. I feel like sometimes you do, but it's like we talked about with Bradley. At this point, they just need to figure it out so it doesn't derail our season either way. I've said this for the last couple of weeks. I think Trent's trying to save face. Huh?
Do you think they get
the way FSG has operated in the past? I don't think they will announce any transfers until they've had the contract situation resolved. So that could mean no transfers in January. That could mean no transfers in January. On the other hand, the promising thing I've seen is that all of our rumors right now are exits. So knowing how our club is, they're not just going to spend money. Ben Doak is rumored to be leaving.
That's true. I did hear about that. Yeah, to Ipswich.
Ipswich put in a bid of 15. We're holding out for an evaluation of 30 mil. So Ben Doak could and probably will be on the move this window.
30 mil,
yeah, exactly. We sell well. We do sell.
You might get like 20, maybe a 20 plus some bonuses, but like.
We'll probably get to 30 somehow. We'll get it'll be 25 and a sell-on clause.
Think about it this way, right? Think about it this way, right? What has Ben Doak done more than what Omari Hutchinson's done?
He starts for his national team.
So does Omari Hutchinson.
Who's Omari Hutchinson play for again?
Jamaica.
Fair enough. No, does he start for Jamaica? Jeez, the state of Jamaica. but okay, your point is, what's your point there? I hear you, but what's your point?
My point is that Amari Hutchinson has scored a lot of goals in the championship. Like he scored a lot of goals for them, for Ipswich
Hmm.
specific, right?
Yeah.
For this whole situation right now. Like if you're talking about like what a price of a player is worth, he is around the same age bracket as Mari. So if you're gonna compare in price, you can't compare a player that just came off of a championship run, who got his team promoted and actually like performed at a high level for that team, and then expect them to pay more for a player. And by the way, they also bought Jack Doyle from the championship, who scored just as many goals as Amari Hutchinson, if not more. And
But
he also is, you know,
but
15,
what was how much did they pay for Amari
20
last year?
this
Go
window,
with
this summer.
okay, inflation. That's one thing.
Get
Two,
the
it's
fuck out of here, bro.
inflation one. Two,
Bro, from 6 months
he's
ago,
yeah,
inflation of 6 months ago,
inflation,
he goes
inflation.
5 million. Bro,
Hey,
get
hey,
the fuck
look,
out of here. Inflation.
I know how my club, bro. It's not going to be 30. The nominal figure won't be 30, but it will be 30 mil because it's going to be 25 and it's going to be a 15% sell-on
Sell-on
clause.
clause or whatever. All
Yeah,
right.
we don't do exits without sell-on clauses anymore. So he's going to get sold. We're going to get our 30 some way or another.
All right,
So there's him. We released Pitalago on a free transfer back to Brazil.
I
So there was
saw
no money.
is going somewhere.
Who?
I saw Batchich is leaving Salzburg and he's
Uh,
going.
so that's a rumor. I don't know if it's official. I think there's some issues with that, but the rumor was Bajcetic's loan at Salzburg is going to end, and we were going to send him to Betis.
Yes,
But I don't know if that's been confirmed yet.
that was exactly what it was. Yep.
Yeah.
But
So that
you
hasn't.
haven't been linked with anybody to like bring players in.
There's been absolutely no concrete links because every outlet is the contracts. So like I feel like journalists are just not afraid to like put stuff out about other stuff. And the club is definitely not going to release any information about other targets right now because everyone's going to be like,
Oh,
what?
you spend
Forget
money
the
on players,
transfers.
you can't give me any
Yeah,
money.
yeah,
Yo, your fucking club is in some.
yeah, exactly. They gambled on three of the best performing. Well, not no, that's a lot. So they gambled on three of the best players in the league and two of the best performing players in the league. And like I said, their data model screwed
Bro,
them.
your situation, I'm think your situation would you're lucky you're in a fucking title race.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. That's the only reason why the situation is the way it is. Because if we weren't in a title
You're
race,
lucky you're in a title race. Because if this
no, but
situation was where it is without the title race, it would be
Joey,
all hell.
Joey,
All
Joey,
hell.
it would be all hell for a different reason because this situation wouldn't be happening. They would all be gone. You understand that? Like because of how things are going now, if we weren't in a title race, all three would have been gone because FSG weren't going to offer Salah and Virgil contracts, or Salah and Virgil wanted to leave, but they're not staying for their last contract if we're going through a rebuild. So those two are off. And Trent is definitely not going to stay if Real Madrid is calling and we're in fourth and fifth place. Like the reason why Trent's in this situation now, because at the beginning of the year, he was doing all those dumbass interviews saying, I want to win, I want to leave a legacy and I want to win trophies and I want to balloon d'Or.
You know
Well,
what
the
I
best team in
you
the
want to
best
know
team in Europe is us right now.
you want to
What?
know what I do? If I'm in their situation right now, I'd sell Trent for 20 million.
No,
Let me finish.
no.
Let me finish. I give Salah and Van Dijk their contracts of what they need. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna be. Let me finish here. At least get it done. At least but bro, if you keep this in the longer you leave this in limbo, okay, the more likelihood none of them stay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel the longer this goes into limbo, bro, this whole thing ends up falling apart. It could just be last swan song for all of them if they wanted. Like this is to me, bro. To me, this is absolute malpractice. This shit is fucking malpractice, bro.
You're missing a huge point. Trent has not officially told anyone at the club that he wants to leave. So until he does that, everything is riding on that as far as Trent goes. The other stuff I give you, it's negligence and malpractice. I said that last stream. Like the fact that we've gotten to this point is bad. But the fact now that we're in this point, they can only do so much because if they make one action one way or another, it's showing their hand, whether to Real Madrid or to Trent. Right? But Trent, as the player, has thrived, well, not thrived right now, it's getting to him apparently. But the player power of negotiating, Trent is keeping, and now it's making all these fans and all these reporters lose their mind over a lack of information. Because Trent has come out and said, I don't want to talk about my contract situation. He said that early. Salah and Virgil have said,
play like you don't want to play like
exactly,
you don't
exactly.
Like,
And back to what we were talking about with the game and the performance. If you're going to do these things, you have to back it up with your play. If you're going to say it means more, last year when we failed at a second quadruple, a second attempt at a quadruple, and then the year after you're disheartened a bit, and now it's against Man U, and you're watching freaking Lisandro Martinez go bar down at Anfield. Like, what are we doing? Like, really think that out. Lucho put one bar down at Anfield. So Trent needs to decide. And Trent needs to decide without thinking that he can leave with a good legacy because it's gotten to this point. He wants to keep his legacy intact if he leaves. And he's not going to be able to do that at this current point.
Let me address this chat real quick. Like, it is not the same as Rudiger and Christensen. We were fucking sanctioned. But I'll tell you, it was malpractice by Marina by not getting them signed beforehand. That was malpractice. So I'll give you that at least. But we also were sanctioned, so it's not like we had the opportunity to give them another contract.
Yeah, I feel like Rudiger more than Christensen, but yeah, I hear that. And so it's on Trent to tell people what he wants to do, but he hasn't told anyone either way, and that's the problem. He hasn't told Real Madrid officially, "Come get me, I'm leaving." Right? Because if that was the case, then Real Madrid don't put in the bid. If Real Madrid know exactly, like they can just wait.
But I guess
there's no need to put the $20 million bid in unless you're trying to make Liverpool antsy.
Why would they put a $20 million bid in if they didn't know that he would be willing to come? And it's Real Madrid we're talking here. It's not like they don't
exactly because they don't
move like that.
But they move with the pretense that they're Real Madrid, so that anything that we do, if we put in a fish, and it's to get an official bid in, so that they can't say they're getting tapped up, right?
No,
go through the official channels. But
you're missing my point. Listen to me for a second, okay? Why would Real Madrid even offer you guys 20 million if Trent didn't say he was willing to go to Real Madrid? Because they don't move unless they know the player is willing to come to Madrid. Do you see what I'm saying? Think about the Lenny Yoro situation for just.
It's not, but no. But I'll stop you there. It's not willing. Yes, he's willing to go because it's Real Madrid. That's my point. They are operating the seasons. There's no one that's outright going to say I'm not willing to go to Real Madrid. Name a player that's actually going to say that I'm not willing to go to Real Madrid. Maybe Barcelona. It's not that he's not willing. They just don't know for sure. It's the communication. There hasn't been explicit communication that says, I'm leaving.
Said he didn't want to go to fucking Real Madrid. Out in public.
Okay. Okay, but that's Steven Gerrard. Okay, but how long ago was that?
Scouse kid, bro. It's not even like
and that's where the outrage comes from because he won't say anything. You're right. You're right. Steven's done it. But the fact is that Trent has this model, the guy that he idolizes, the guy that he's followed in his footsteps, right? That's supposed to be the next Steven Gerrard, and he won't do what Steven did. And even with Steven, he was trying to go to Chelsea, was he
He's
not?
trying to go to Chelsea. That's a different
Did
thing. He
he
was definitely
did he
trying to
not get us you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
So
was trying to
it's
play
like
with Lampard with Mourinho, and it was supposed to be Gerard, Lampard, and Mikel in the back. That was supposed to be
yeah,
the three.
yeah. So you take that into
And
consideration.
we ended up
The
with Bauer.
fact that yeah, you've ended up about fuck you. But you take that into consideration and you say, okay, so there are things that can be done differently, regardless from all sides. But if Trent were to tell Liverpool, I'm leaving, stop offering me contracts, then they would probably sell him or they would try to figure out a plan to remove him from starting week in, week out, right? Like if Real Madrid knows for sure that he's coming, the bid could be the case, but also why do you put the bid in if you know he's going to be there anyways? Like, there's
You
no
put the bid
reason
in
to put the
because
bid
you
in if
want
you
to get
know
him
he's
early.
coming.
That's why you do it. You want to get him early. You want to get him in the January window. You want that aspect of having him into the remaining portion of their season because they need to catch up to. They're in a title race with all three of their fucking rivals, both of their rivals, and they have a lack of fullback depth. With their
Right.
only other fullback with Carvajal injured now is Vasquez. So like
And
getting a fullback for Real Madrid right now makes absolutely all the sense in the world.
right, but the thing, and it goes back to this: if that those are all true, and Trent wants to go, then tell Liverpool to let you go now. You know, like you know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
I
Like
guess I just feel like I guess
because
the difference between me and you is I just think that Liverpool just need to fucking bite the bullet and get that shit done for
but
themselves.
no, but you
Listen,
can't no
here's the
because
thing, bro.
it allows
Here's the thing. Listen, here's the thing. I get. There's like this whole fucking. He's supposed to be Gerard, and he's supposed like.
no, it's
In the
it's
end,
not that, it's the narrative. It's the narrative at the end of it.
but at
Because
the
like we're
end, bro,
saying,
this whole situation, him leaving on a free, like him leaving on a free with nothing, like for you nothing to show for it, is still the worst case scenario. And if he's
but
gonna
he
play like
has to
he does,
leave on a free first. He has to leave on the free first. You're right, but he
bro,
still has to leave on the free.
bro,
That's my point.
how many times is it that we're gonna sit here and talk about Real Madrid like they don't have the pull to be able to pull something like
It's not about having the pull. Stop acting like I'm discounting Real Madrid's pull. Trent has to speak up and say something because it would make this process completely irrelevant because then he would just go. If Trent says I want to leave, then he can leave. And this is why I don't care about Trent that much because we're arguing about, well, if he just said I want to go, I feel like this whole situation would be done. The entire thing. But he won't say that
why does he have
because
to?
he wants to say,
Why? Because if he
because
says that,
FSG, because okay, the FSG has already fucked up. You're able to see that. I have seen that.
yes,
FSG is trying to save face. So these contract negotiations are their last attempt to save face.
mm-hmm.
So for FSG, if they're already fighting a losing battle, either they get the most money possible, which you can't do by accepting a 20 million bid, or you get him to stay. But he doesn't want to stay. And we know this, but he has to say that so FSG can say, we did everything we tried. We offered him 300 a week. Trent didn't love Liverpool enough. Trent, on the other hand, wants to be able to say, I love this club. It is my one true club, but the ambitions don't match with what I want to do in my career. Currently, he cannot say that. And
I
currently,
see what
Liverpool cannot say
I
that.
see what you're saying.
That is the entire
No
thing.
matter what happens, you guys are gonna lose though.
More than likely, yes. We're
Like
going
no
to lose
matter
out in the
what,
situation.
no matter what way you look at this now, no matter how you look at it, if you look at it like this whole entire window is gonna be fucked for you. You're not gonna be able to get anybody in because of it, because of this whole narrative. Because nobody wants to bite the bullet of being the problem between the Scouse people. That's really what you're saying. Like
Yes.
nobody wants the heat of the Scouts people. Nobody wants that heat. Nobody wants to deal with these fans fucking with their personal lives and all, because that's what's gonna fucking happen. It feels like it feels like, bro. And I actually want you guys to win the title, and I don't say that now. I just because, like, if you don't know, like, if you don't, God,
who are they gonna blame it on?
God fucking damn, bro. Like,
Who are they gonna blame it on?
I don't think enough people realize that. Like, I don't think there's enough people who don't realize that if Liverpool don't win the title this year now, it is the destruction of that club that could potentially happen. And
Because the trust of the fan base is gone.
The team that they have to rebuild it, but the destruction that potentially could happen within that team in a year could be catastrophic. Let's just say, for instance, Forrest come in and just do a Leicester. Okay? Let's just say that that's the case. So nobody else wins, right?
Yeah.
Salah, Van Dijk, and Trent all could be gone at that.
They're all walking. They're all walking.
Van Dijk might be the one that is like he might stay either way.
But depending on how the fall is, he'd be gone, bro.
Dude, he was frustrated in that Man U game.
Bro, he wanted to kill Trent. He wanted to kill Trent.
Bro. Yo. Liverpool.
Someone said
FSG sell Liverpool to Elon Musk. And then the whole cycle starts fucking back over again. Fucking you'll have
it'd be worse.
Jerseys and shit.
Bro, I don't feel like no, bro. The last thing the Prem needs is Elon Musk buying his way into it. Because then he's going to
There's like a lot of, I don't know if they'll even let that dude do that shit. There's a lot of like controversy around that guy. That's like,
bro, don't get me started.
That's beyond like at our football conversation podcast.
Yeah, bro.
Like, we don't actually have to talk about that, but there's a lot of fucking controversy around that guy. There's a lot of money, but there's a lot of fucking controversy around him too. Yeah, that shit would be funny, bro. That would be.
Can you imagine him tweeting about the refs?
That would be Jerry Jones. I feel like it would be Jerry.
Yeah, it would be Jerry. He'd be director of football. Elon Musk, director of football.
Yeah. Director of football, owner, CEO. Like, he would literally be Jerry Jones, son.
He'd hire his son.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Everybody
would be running scouting.
Everybody at the training ground has to drive their cyber truck to work. Everybody has fucking plugins in front of the fucking training ground.
Yeah, fully electric Anfield. Muskfield. They're gonna change the name.
Tesla Field. It would be funny, bro. Oh my god.
That would be awful, bro.
For a walk in a second. Okay.
Yeah, no, I can't even talk anymore. I'm done on that.
That was a good way to end it. All right, everybody. As you guys know, this is episode 16. Make sure you hit the like button. I appreciate everybody kind of rolling through. Everybody started to roll through. We ended up with like 15 people on at one point. So I appreciate it. Especially for like after Arsenal lost, everybody's sitting there watching tears. I don't blame people watching tears, but
yeah, no, we have shows to go watch back.
Yeah, like we're gonna go watch. That's what I'm gonna do on my walk. I'm gonna walk my dog and watch some tears. Like I gotta see what AFTV's saying. I gotta see what Troops is saying.
Oh my God, Troops was breaking stuff in his house.
Like he threw his. I gotta see what Hooks is saying because Hooks.
Hooks has been very vocal lately.
Oh yeah,
he has been very. He's
Yeah,
been
yeah,
speaking
yeah.
with his full height lately. I want to see him shrink down again. See him
But
shrink
North
down.
Side, I watched North Side, bro. North Side, I expect those types of things with North Side. Everybody else, it's
Yeah,
like it's fun to see the meltdown. I
you know
love
what you're
North
gonna
Side.
get.
I do
Yeah,
love North Side. North Side's my guy. But
Northside's cool.
we gotta get North. I gotta get North Side to make. I gotta get North Side's fucking number or something so I can get him to fucking send me some.
I have dreams of the loudest panel ever, and I'll have to tell you off stream. But I have dreams of the loudest panel
What
ever.
it was like me, Jimmy, North Side, fucking Lee
Yeah,
Gunner,
yeah, yeah.
fucking Mars, fucking
Get
Mars is so loud, bro.
yeah, yeah. He really is.
If
His
Mars
voice
want to
is deep
speak,
too.
if Mars want to speak, he just goes right through everybody's speaking.
Literally.
This is like,
Boom. Yeah.
all right.
Uh,
As you guys know, we leave you with Kobe. Hope you guys have a great night. We'll see you next week.
make good choices. Liverpool in 36, baby.
You guys better win.
How much more do you want from me?
More.
How much more successful do you want me to be?
More successful.
How many records can my records break?
More records.
But I'm the best.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
You're welcome.
What the is he talking about?